Hi guys, it's Kelly. Hey, I'm here to show you another mini I just made. I actually had a request to kind of talk through some of the things that I put on my minis, which is odd. I wouldn't think you'd want to hear that, but here it goes. So this is my recent project. I want to give credit to Laura at Follow the Paper Trail. She continues to inspire me, but I used her method. It's called Stack the Deck, and it's a really cool, very neat method to construct an envelope mini. So this was made out of envelopes, and I'll put a link on this video, but she does a great job of always doing a really easy to follow tutorial on how to construct these things. So she's a genius, and check her out. But this is again, it's an envelope mini, and it's made out of chipboard for the front and the spine and the back. And again, she shows you exactly how to do that on Follow the Paper Trail. So check out her site for details on how to construct this. So real quick, we'll go through it. For the front, I just used a lot of some metal embellishments. I challenged myself to stay away from all the flowers and the girly frilly stuff and do more of a vintage kind of a little bit of a masculine feel to it. So that was my challenge. I think I'm real pleased with how it turned out. The paper collection I used for this was the Bobunny Timepiece collection. Love it. It's really pretty. Comes with all these stickers. I didn't use the stickers so much, but I did use all these cutout journaling cards. I actually used them as places to hold the pictures. I'll show you that here in a second. So on the front, I used a lot of Tim Holtz things. This is the ornate plates from Ideology, from his Ideology line, Tim Holtz. And what I did was I just stamped the word moments on a plain sheet of paper. And I kind of didn't like how that looked. It didn't look vintage enough. So I glued the paper on the back, and then I kind of wanted this to look a little bit more worn. So I actually used glossy accents, and I kind of poured it all in there. Hopefully you can see that. And it actually did, it made the ink bleed, and I was excited to see that. I was hoping that that would happen, but not too much to where it would blur it all together. So it turned out really nice. I like how that effect turned out. So this is just some Recollections bling here that I got at Michael's. These are the Tim Holtz metal flowers. Hold on. His foliage. There it is. Again, Ideology stuff. Went really well with what I was trying to achieve with this album. And then the key is K & Company key. I like these keys because they're flat. They're not, which I love the big bulky ones too, but these work out really good on scrapbook pages and albums where you don't want too much bulk. So they're really nice. And they're affordable if you get them on sale. So that's where all that came from. And this is just some ribbon I just had in my stash. And then I distressed all of the edges of every single piece of paper in this album with the Ranger, the Tim Holtz Ranger Distress ink in black soot. I thought that would go nice with the collection. Real happy how that turned out. So that's the cover. And again, it's made out of chipboard. It's pretty thick chipboard, but again, check out Follow the Paper Trail to see how to construct this and keep it nice and sturdy and nice and flat. I mean, it actually stands up real nice. I don't even have to put a closure on there. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but that changes the whole effect of how the front looks, and I really like the way it is now, so I'm not going to put a closure in there. So there's that. I'm hitting the tripod, sorry. And here's the front page. There's those cutouts I was telling you about. And I use, it's a 3M foam mounting tape that I like to put underneath there to lift this up just a little bit. You can't see it in the camera, but this, I've used a lot of it. But it's, the foam mounting tape sticks really well, and it gives me a little bit of space to slide stuff. Even if I had a tag with an embellishment, it would fit back there nicely. So, and this is just, this is there's shadows there. This is the ribbon from the Bobunny Timepiece collection ribbon set. I just glued that down in the back, not all the way, so that you can actually stick a picture behind that ribbon too. So it'll act as it'll kind of hold that in place. And I left it really simple. The paper was gorgeous, but I have lots and lots of old pictures. This is an album I'm going to keep for myself. So I have lots of plans and where things are going to go. So leaving it as plain as possible is going to serve the purpose I had in mind for this. So again, pictures go back here. This is just a little tag I just cut out and rounded the corners. Do some journaling on the back. And just some flower fabric ribbon that I had in my stash. Tim Holtz clip to kind of hold that in place. And did some glossy accents on there just to kind of add that. Need a little something extra. And again, that's mounted up there with that foam mounting tape. And all of my tags, my inserts in my envelopes are just the plain paper. Again, I have lots of pictures and plans for typing up journaling spots that go right along next to the pictures. So having those just plain is going to work out really well. And all I did was just cut them to size. You know, I measured and cut them to size. And then I actually just used my hole puncher. I think it was my 1-inch hole puncher, and I just put it in there and snapped those edges off to make it kind of look like a tag ticket thing. Totally cheat on that. And the next page, this paper is just so gorgeous. I just glossy accented this key. Thought that was really cute. This is one of the K & Company keys, a little similar to the ones I just showed you, and I just painted it with, sorry, get my big arm in there, with my favorite my favorite glue, the Adirondack Metallics acrylic paint dauber. I just daubed it right on there and just painted it gold. It seemed to go better with this and contrast well with this burlap type of ribbon that I had, again from my stash. I don't know where that came from, but and then this is another one of cutouts from the paper. Super simple. And then this page is branches of our tree, and again this is just from the collection, and this is some Recollections bling that I had that matches this tree. It's like a copper tree. I got it at Michael's, I think, in the jewelry section. I can't remember where I got that from, but I just tied some tulle on it because it was like a jewelry piece and there's a loop there, so I just tied some tulle on there. Then there's another one of the tags. Again, the paper's gorgeous, but I've got plans for how my pictures are going to work out in there. And there's another key. This is from Tim Holtz, but it's kind of old. I can't remember what they're called. It's kind of like a flourish. Works really nice to hold ribbon in place and just make it kind of pretty. This was white ribbon. I just put the black soot on there and matched better. And then there's journaling there that we can do. This is just a tag from the collection that I just put some glossy accents on and put some tulle on. And again, all of these are lifted up to accommodate pictures and more tags if I choose to, with embellishments in the back. And then this next page is again one of the little flourishes from Tim Holtz, and I just tied some tulle on there. I thought that made it look pretty on that one little piece, and I just raised that up. And this is another tag from the collections I just cut out and distressed the edges. I distressed all the edges with Tim Holtz distresser thing. Works really well. I like that. But just put some brown ribbon on there, and the tiny attacher, Tim Holtz tiny attacher, I just stapled it just to keep it in place. So another simple tag. Love that striped paper. Here's the next page. Again, just a cutout, and I just put glossy accents on there and a Tim Holtz clip to kind of hold that in place. I'm going to have lots of pictures to go in here. I lifted this up really high because I know I'm going to have a lot of pictures that are going to go there. And then this is just a sticker from the collection. It says Then and Now. And I've got a pen that I'm going to use, a white pen for some journaling. But most of it will be printed on white paper because my writing is not the best. On the next page, keys from the past unlock doors to the future, like that. And that's, again, just a piece I cut out and distressed it and put it on foam tape. And I leave the foam tape on the back here too. I'll try and bend that out without showing you too much. But so that when I actually do put pictures down there, if I decide I want to glue it down, I can. I could find another home for this tag, kind of like where it is. But that gives me more options for holding my pictures in place. If you use it, great. If you don't, it doesn't hurt anything. So I just put that on there so that I have options later for my pictures and tags. There's another one of the K & Company keys. This is actually a rub-on that I just added on there. And, well, we'll leave that one in there because it doesn't want to come out. But this is just another simple tag. Insert tag. And I made some small tags here just out of the paper collection because I know that I'm going to have some small pictures that I'm going to want to add. And there's Tim Holtz tiny clips. I love those. They hold things in place really nicely. Glossy accents on there, and I stamped this. You never know when you're making a memory. Just stamp that on there. I had that in my stamp collection. I can't remember. I think it was a Fisker's stamp actually. And then just added tulle in the background. Lifted this up with the foam. And then this page, again, there's that flourish with the tulle on there. This is actually something that I cut, excuse me, from my Cricut, and I used the Graphically Speaking cartridge. I have a Cricut Imagine, but I kind of like these cartridges better than the Imagine cartridges, but I tend to use them more often. But it is right here, if you have a Cricut and you're wondering. It's really cute. It's just like a little manila folder. So I just cut that out using the paper. And opens up. And I just stamped family on there. Again, it's an album I'm planning on keeping for myself, so I know where pictures are going to go. And this is just a sticker that came with the collection. I just added it to some paper. And we'll journal on the back there. And journal on the front. I got lots of pictures lined up and plans there. This is one of the little trinket pins from Tim Holtz. I just stuck it through the paper, and then it was giving me a little worry there, so I just dabbed a tiny bit of glue on there to make sure it would stay. This is a rub-on from the Bobunny Timepiece collection, and so is this flourish back here. Just put 3 blings on there, and then this is a Tim Holtz flower from his ideology. Those flowers right there. And then one of his clips. There's another tag, just so you can see the paper collection a little bit better. There's some more of that ribbon. There's just the brown ribbon, and I held a small tag on with Tim Holtz clip. This little metal floral thing here was in the ribbon, the Bobunny Timepiece ribbon collection. It came in that, and I just added a brad and put it on there. All because 2 people fell in love. Added that up with some foam. And kept it simple. Some Tim Holtz gears spinning right there. And again, just cut it out from the collection. Made a little tag. Super simple. Literally took me just a few hours to make this. It was really, really easy. And then this is... These are just the tags. I actually did a tutorial on this last week, I think, and I just make these from my Cricut, so you can check out my channel and you'll see the tutorial on how to make these. And this one is just a little bit different just because I just added an eyelet and I put 3 together, and they can slide or you can flip them up, and we'll do journaling on the back. And this is just a cool rub-on that I just added on there. And this, again, this is from the Bobunny Timepiece collection ribbon stash. It came in that too. So those tags in there. I step back in time and put a little clock, Tim Holtz clock. And then Simple Moments Make Great Memories. That's again from the collection. It's a sticker actually. I just stuck it to some plain black cardstock and distressed it. And then this key here is a rub-on, and this was another cutout. There were actually some vintage photos in the background of people's faces, and I kind of didn't like that. I mean, it looks great, but I'm putting my family pictures in there, so people go, well, who are these people? And I'd say, I don't know who they are. So I just put a sticker over it that matched the oval, and we'll just use it that way. And then, again, that's a rub-on. And just clip it together. So there's tons and tons of room. That's a rub-on too, by the way, right there. And then here, I don't know if you can see, this is the piece of chipboard that I cover with the paper because I don't like you to be able to see just the plain ugly chipboard in the back. And I'm too lazy to paint my chipboard, so I just cover it with paper and ink it, distress it. And there's the back. I keep it really simple and then I just stamp it and sign it. Just haven't done that yet. So there it is. Really neat and tidy and tons of room. I mean, I could fit at least 20 something pictures in this easy with all the plans I have. So hope you like it. Hope you're inspired. I hope all the babble wasn't too much. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.